Dev Diary 59 covered the new Toxoid traits, and Dev Diary 60 covered the new Civics. More importantly, Dev Diary 60 also discussed stability on Console Edition. Usually, I would cover the Dev Diaries in order in a combined video, but since stability is by far the most important thing here, I'm going to cover that first. Console has been plagued with crashes since the Overlord update on all platforms. Paradox now believes that the issue has been found, but not by them, but rather the new devs, Behavior Rotterdam. If you missed that there was a dev change, please check out the video on screen. The problem seems to be due to the users having a massive backlog of saves. This isn't a guaranteed fix, and frankly the devs seem pretty uncertain that it will work across the board, but the recommendation is to simply clear the game data. I will link below the instructions for how to do that on both Xbox and PlayStation respectively. Comment below if that worked for you or not. The devs also stressed the importance of filling out bug reports specifically after the November 21st update, so I will also link that below. Well, surprisingly, that's all I have on stability. Going back to Dev Diary 59, it covered traits. There are 17 new traits coming with Toxoids, but the diary only covered the traits that don't need the overtuned origin. I'll put the list of overtuned traits on screen, but just like the Dev Diary, I won't dive into these, at least not today. The 4 non-overtuned traits are Inorganic Breath, Incubators, Noxious, and Exotic Metabolism. Inorganic Breath costs 3 points, increases pop upkeep by 50%, and produces 0.02 exotic gas per pop. Incubators cost 2 points and grants between plus 30% to minus 10% pop growth speed based off your pop count on the planet. Noxious costs 1 point and grants plus 30% minimum habitability, minus 30% habitability cap, plus 50% army damage, plus 10% housing usage, and minus 1% happiness to non-noxious pops, and plus 2% happiness per non-noxious pop for a max of plus 40%. The final trait, Exotic Metabolism, requires Genetic Ascension and costs 1 point. It increases pop growth by plus 25%, habitability by plus 25%, and lifespan by 50 years. Unfortunately, it has an upkeep of 0.125 exotic gas per pop, which rapidly builds up. Now on to Diary 60, which covers the 3 new Civics and 1 Ascension perk. The only new Ascension perk, Detox, will let you terraform toxic worlds and requires the climate restoration technology. The 3 new Civics are Scavenger, Mutagenic Spas, and Relentless Industrialists. Scavengers provide resources from researching ship debris and gives the chance of salvaging destroyed ships when you do this research. Mutagenic Spas provide a new job called Bath Attendants, and per attendant you will get plus 1% pop growth, minus 0.75% happiness, and minus 0.25% habitability per industrial district. Relentless Industrialists lets you build coordinated fulfillment centers that provide plus 20% to alloy and consumer good output and reduces pop growth by 20%. These buildings will also slowly make the planet a tomb world. This is done through the environmental degradation situation, where you can choose 3 different approaches: take no action, launch cleanup efforts, and embrace change. Each produces varying effects and will result in varying conclusions. Well, surprisingly, that's all I have for you this week. Remember to hit all the usual buttons and to drop a comment, especially if you tried the stability fix.